Welcome to Mixing Things Up. We are making a patriotic ribbon wreath today with no mesh. We are going to use a 14-inch wire wreath frame. There's 6 sections on this wire wreath frame. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put, and you're going to alternate each one. So on the first one, you'll put 1 pipe cleaner in the middle and the inner ring. And then you're going to put 2 pipe cleaners on the outer ring. And then when you go to the next section, you're going to do it opposite. 1 pipe cleaner will go on the outer ring, and then 2 pipe cleaners will go on the inner ring. Next section, opposite. 2 pipe cleaners go on the outer ring, and 1 pipe cleaner goes into the inner ring. Okay? So we're going to use 4 ribbons, and I'm going to put 4 ribbons in each tie. I'm going to put the solid colors on the bottom, and then the printed ribbons on the top. And then I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So we're going to cut them at 9 inches each. So let's cut our ribbon. Okay, so now we're going to cut our ribbons, and we're going to, I don't have a 9-inch cutter to like wrap it around and cut it, so I had to make a cardboard for 9 inches. If you want to buy this hardworking mom's tool, I'll list a link below. And how you would use this, you would just, put your ribbon in here, and then you would wrap it around. And she has like 10, 11, 12, and 13 inches, so you have different size ribbons that you can cut. And you can just twist it around, put it in your little slot, whichever slot you want. If you want 10, 11, 12, and just keep wrapping it around. And then when you get as many as you want, you just take it off, and then you can cut your ribbons. And I'll list a link to that below. So we're going to cut 24 red ribbons, 24 striped red and white ribbon, and then we're going to cut 12 blue navy ribbons and 12 blue star ribbons. So to do the red one first, we're going to do 24 of these red ribbons. You just wrap it around your cardboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think I'll do 12 first, just so I can make sure I can cut through the ribbon. So 12. Take it off the cardboard. Cut in your middle. So what you do is where you took the cardboard out, and I have my finger in here to know where I need to cut. So I would open that up and then cut. And then do the same thing at the other end. Get your middle where your finger's at, and then cut down the middle. And if they were printed size, and you would want to make sure they're going the same way. But I like to do it the same way every time with any ribbon. So we're going to do 12 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cut your ribbon off and do the exact same thing. Take your ribbon out of cardboard. Cut where your finger's at. Where your finger's at. On the other end. And then put your ribbons together. Okay? And we're just gonna cut all the ribbons like that. So I've already cut some of the ribbon, but I want to show you how I cut it. So you can take either that whole stack or you can take half of it and you're going to fold it in half and just cut at an angle towards the open end. And you have your ducktail. And you just repeat that and you have your ribbons. Fold it in half, cut to the open edge, and you have your ducktail. Now you will need to have good scissors to be able to do this, to cut so many ribbon at one time and have a clean edge. So you do have to get some good scissors. I just got these scissors from Hobby Lobby. And they're Fisker scissors. And they cut really good. And I always line up my one edge, the first edge, and then fold it in half. And then cut at the angle. And at the other edge, I don't line it up because I want them to all be the same size. So I'll just fold it in half. And if they're uneven, that's fine because you want them to be the same size. And then just cut towards the open edge. And now they're all the same size. Because if you level up one side and cut it, and you level up the other side, then you're gonna have ribbons that are different sizes. So cut one edge. And then don't line up the other edge. You see how the ribbons are kind of like a little bit of different sizes. So I'll take the shortest one and that's what I'll go to the edge with instead of the longest one. So just cut at your edge and there you go. You have all your ribbons cut. Okay, so So then we'll add all of our ribbons. Okay, so now we're going to add our ribbon. So in the white ties, I'm going to add the blue and the stripe, or the blue and the stars. And in the red ones, I'll add the red and the striped, the red. So I want to do the solid colors on the bottom and then the printed ribbons on the top. Okay, so we're going to do 2, and there's going to be 4 ribbons in each tie. So 2 of the blue, 2 of the star. Oh, and then also to get your middle, so you don't have to do that every single time, just fold them in half. And you can do that right after you cut them. I didn't think about that. So fold them in half to get your middle point. Okay, so then you just find your middle. And you're going to scrunch them all together. And then fluff them out here. And then put it in your tie. And then I'm going to fluff out the ribbon. Okay, and then we're going to repeat it in every tie. Well, for the white ones, we're going to do the blue ones. So I'll finish the blue ones. Okay, so we're just going to continue on putting all the ribbons in. 2 of the blue, 2 of the stars. So we're going to do 2 red on the bottom and then 2 red on the top. Scrunch it down in the middle. And then fluff it up. And then put it in your tie. Tie it up twice. And you can cut these off right now if you want, or you can just wait till later. I always wait till later. I don't know why I wait till later. I just do. But you can cut them off now because we're not adding anything into them. just gonna have to tie our ties up. And like I said before, you could just tie them up as you're going. And just cut your ties off. And I'm just gonna use a pencil to round them up. And then there you go. And I'm just gonna do that to all of them. And it already came with like a little thing that was connected to the top and the bottom. So there's already a hole on each end. So I'm just gonna add that on the side here. Okay. I have this 26 gauge wire that I use to put my signs on. So I'll cut that at, usually I cut them at like 20, but since this is a smaller, I might cut it at, we'll just do 15, that's going to be way longer than what you need. Just cut it at 15. And you'll need your weaving needle. Well, maybe you won't need it with this, since it's so, you don't need that. So then you just take them in, and then you're going to turn around so you can get like a little twist tie there. Turn it around again so you can kind of get it locked in there. A little twist tie right there. And if you had mesh in here, you would have to use a weaving needle. Put it on the ends and feed it down in through there. It's really easy. So here, I probably want to add it somewhere like here. So I'm just going to feed my wire down through my wreath frame. I'll probably do it on the middle. And you want it to sit on top of your ribbons, not smashed into them. And just twist it up. And then put your other one down in through to the wire frame. See the wire frame? And just wrap it around your wire. get your ribbons out first. Or maybe I want this one here. Okay. And just twist it on there. And see how I have it? I just tied it to the wireframe, which, since I see a crossbar, it's better to do a crossbar because then you know that the sign's going to stay in the spot that you want it to be in. So just twist it around. And then your sign is added. Fluff out your ribbons a little bit. Okay, now we have our sign added, and our measurements of the wreath is about 19 inches around. Here's the measurements of the wreath. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like me to make something or explain more of something, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for watching my channel.